Yeah, okay. So last class we had covered lambda expressions, functional interfaces, and inbuilt functional interfaces. So those topics everyone clear, right? No doubts, right? Today we are going to start a new topic. So method reference. Topic name is method reference. So above topics everyone clear, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So method reference, it is nothing but a, so in we have lambda expression. It is the compact form of the lambda expression. So it is the updated one. So in lambda expression, what we will give, we will pass the parameters and arrow mark, and then inside the lambda body, we will provide our statements. Then it will execute the logic everywhere in the lambda body. So method here name itself suggesting method reference. So how we are referring our methods. So for example, a particular class have methods. That methods we are referring. So method reference, it is the compact version of the lambda expression. Instead of passing lambda expression, if we can directly call our method reference. So I will give you first some syntaxes, how we will use this one. And in other way, the definition of the method reference is, it is a shorthand notation of lambda expression which is used to call an existing method. Shorthand notation of, so this is like updated one. In Java it features itself, it's a updated feature which calls existing method. So syntax of this means, so how we are calling static methods, by using class name dot that particular static method. So similarly here also we have this double colon operator, double colon operator plus method name. So with the help of object also we can call object that method name. And then we can call constructors also. So constructor means new keyword. So this double colon operator, we can call it as a method reference operator also. So we'll see example, then you will get idea. So how we are calling static methods, the similar way we are going to call. By using the class name, we will call. In static method, we need to pass the parameter. Here, we no need to pass the parameter. We can call directly. So because, why? Because mostly we are going to call for this abstract methods. So lambda we are using for abstract method. This is the compact version for lambda. So we no need to pass the parameters. Already know what is the parameter. So types of method references. Someone is joining. Can anyone admit them? So we have four types. Static method reference, then instance method reference, so instance method reference, we have two types here. So by using object, with the help of object we can call our class also. So object or class. Another one, constructor reference. So these types of method reference we have. Any doubt? Someone is talking.
No.
No doubt. Okay. So method reference. This is about the theory of the method reference. Hello.
Solo topic. सुनाता है हल्का बोलता है उसका
Huh?
No, de कुछ कोट रहा पावा है मैं
Hello. Am I audible or not for everyone? Please confirm.
Yes sir, you're audible sir.
Okay. So the method reference, this is the syntax. And then when we can use this method reference? So we can use this one for the abstract method, how we are using lambda, the similar way. And then the parameter should be the same. That time only we can use the method reference. If the parameters are different, we cannot use. So some advantages are also there with this. So performance wise, and also code also look very cleaner. So it will reduce the code also. So some advantages also there. So we will see the example, then you will get an idea. Just I am creating one interface first. So this interface already exists. Okay. Message service. Here I have one abstract method. Just method name is send. I'm passing one parameter here. String message. And then, so this is abstract method. This is the functional interface because we have only one abstract method. So default and static methods are not a mandatory for a functional interface. Abstract method is the mandatory. It is optional, default and static method. Now I'm going to create a one class notification. So notification, here I will add two methods. Public one is static method, another one is the instance method I will create. So static method belongs to class, instance method belongs to object. So static method, then I don't need any return type. So message service, here I will give the method name as a send email. Then here you can see I am passing the same parameter. So parameter means string parameter I passed it there. Like that I am passing the same parameter. Here I am using email sent. So message I need to pass here. Similarly, I will create a instance method also. Instance method means I need to remove. Then I will change the method name, send message or send MMS or SMS. Here SMS sent that custom message, whatever we are providing with the help of that interface. We created message service interface now. Then we will invoke these methods. Then custom message also we will provide there. So new class I am creating. Test notification. So main method I required here. So first we will check with the lambda. How then we will use the method reference. So I need to call my message service. So message service equal to so we can write then if it is a single line statement, after that we can remove here message. Then here I will call my static method I created in notification class. How we can call static method? Notification dot send email that message. So it is a single line statement, not required curly braces. Now I will invoke a send method. Send method. Here I will provide a so email we will receive email in multiple times. For example, if you are login or you are placing any order or if you are debiting money, that time also you may get emails. So for example, I am providing money detected in your account some amount. So we'll check this one. Here sysout is not required for us because we are calling this method here. Inside this method, we already provided sysout. So run as the email sent email method we called and our custom message money detected in your account. So this one now we will use a method reference. This is with lambda. So don't worry if you are getting confusion. We will work on this again and again. So first time you can analyze the concept. First time it is very difficult to remember everything. You can remember the concept. Once you get hands on, you can remember and it is easy for you also. So method reference. So here I will change money credited. Here you can see I will remove this lambda expression. So what I mentioned, with the help of a double colon operator, we no need any parameters also. So I mentioned when we can use. So we can use one abstract method was there and parameter should be same. So now the parameters also same. So this method parameters is same and our interface method parameter also same. Then only we can use. So now we can execute and check this one. Run as a. So that similar way it's working or not. So this is the compact version of the lambda expression. And then we created one more method here. This is a static we mentioned. Now for a instance method, how we can call? Just I am copy pasting. So instance method, can I try to get a send SMS? So cannot make a static reference. How we can call? We need to create a object notification equal to new notification. So with the help of this reference, now you can see. So here I will change the custom message OTP sent. We'll execute and check this one. So SMS sent, it is invoked this method. So OTP sent our custom message. So any doubt here? This is for static method. This is for instance method. So constructor, one more type we have constructor. Yesterday we created one class here, order. So what I will do, I will create one custom interface. Then we can create this order. Create order method we will add in the custom interface. So interface name, place order, just I am giving, or create order. Method name we will give create order. So in Java, naming convention should be meaningful. Variable names, method names, it should be business related. We need to use our logic purpose of the method. We need to mention as a method name. So void create create order. So that constructor contains 3 parameters. So where is order class? So 3 parameters. I will pass this. So parameters should be same as I mentioned the rule for method reference. Parameter should be same. Now we have yesterday we tested order where for consumer I think predefined functional interface we used here. Oh, I will create one new class order test main method. So order place order our interface is place order. So one abstract method was there, lambda expression. So 3 parameters is there, id, order by, another one is the amount. So now how we can do this? Normal in lambda expression. So in this way we did yesterday. Correct? Here we passed order as a, but here just we are using sys out for each one, id, name, amount. Then place order dot create order. This is the normal way. Now we need to use that constructor. Correct? So for that what I will do here, I will pass the order. Now I think you will get a error here. So order object we are passing, then remaining. Here we need to invoke that constructor. Now you can see no error. So here I explained with the normal way yesterday how we did. We are passing one parameter and we are doing. Instead of that now we can pass yesterday we used built-in thing. Now we defined customer custom interface, built-in interface, customer custom interface. So order ID 1. So amount, for example, 2000. So this one we are checking with the so run as a, here you can see it is giving like a hash code or something. We need to create a toString method. Right click source, generate a toString method. Now you know why we are using toString method. Already you people aware on this. Are you able to follow or not?
Yes, sir.
So everyone is silent. I don't know you can able to understand or not. If you have any doubts or you can't able to understand, please stop and ask me. Because if you are silent means I don't know you are listening or not. If it is an offline class means I can monitor online class. So this is we did with the lambda expression. Now how we can do with the method reference? We did with the lambda expression. So order double colon new, not defined here. Just I am commenting this one. So new with the three parameters. Let me check. Okay. Why? Because previously with the lambda expression we did directly we are using order. So here we have this constructor is a three parameters now. That is the reason it is not accepting. So here I will change to that three parameters. order. Now there it is no error. Here we'll call similarly like object. Now you can see here no error. So order equal to this. By using this reference we can call dot create order. Now I will change the return type to order. Okay. Or without this. Okay. So return type is void. No? That is the reason. So now we need a sys out here. First we will check this one. Run as a Java application. It won't work. Okay. We commented na that constructor, that is the new order here. That is the reason. So I will pass a sys out. Return. So I will do here, I will return the order. Now I will have a return type. By using that reference, I can print that reference. Now we can run as a Java application. So now it is printing. So this is a constructor reference. This is one example I am giving. If you are working with the real time, then in their coding standards they are using constructor means you can do this one. If they are using with setting values with setter methods means no need to use the constructors. So each company will follow their coding standards. We need to write in their coding standards. Hmm? So this is method reference. If we are facing difficult, no problem. Upcoming sessions we will discuss on this again. So as of now, you can remember this definition. Shorthand notation of lambda expression, we can call the existing method. So we have different types of method reference: static method reference, instance method reference, constructor method reference. So syntax is with the help of class name directly we can call by using this colon operator. Rules for method reference. So the abstract method we are defining in the interface and we are defining in the class that should be the same. The parameters should be the same. Then only we can use the method reference. Otherwise, we cannot use the method reference. This is all about the method reference. You remember these points. Again, while we are working practically, then you will get a better hands-on. So you can practice these things. If you have any doubts, you can ask, no problem. If I uncomment this means, okay, this class also not getting any error. I'm sharing in chat. So this is the constructor one. No? Once you are getting the error here, compilation will throw a compilation error. Then you can read that message, what it is expecting. Based on that, you can resolve the issues. Any doubts in method reference? Notification and message service also inadequate. So can I go next topic? Hello. Are
Yes,
you
sir.
there? Optional. So you can maintain separate package for Lambda and functional interface one package, and method reference also you can create one package and you can move that classes in that package. Now I am going to teach optional, that is also so once if you are dividing into packages, then you can easy to check in which package what are the topics programs you have. So new package dot method reference. So package name should be everything small letters. Okay, then notification. Okay, then test notification. Okay, then order is required there also. So you can create separate order class here, then you can or copy paste. So place order, then order test. So like this you can divide. So next topic is optional. So you can see here, first day we discussed Java 8 features. Lambda expression we covered, functional interfaces we covered, method reference, then optional. Stream stream API is very important. These all are foundations for the stream API, like a basement. Once we know these topics, stream API we can analyze easily. You can understand easily. So collections, the we are using streams for the collections. Collections also you should aware. So optional. So general meaning of optional, what is general? Someone is talking. Hello.
You can use or skip it.
So it's not a mandatory. So in Java, when we will get this type of scenarios, I mean, mainly, first I will tell you the definition of the optional, then I will ask you in Java when we will get these scenarios. So optional, mainly we are using here to avoid the null pointer exception. Now you can tell me the main purpose of optional is to avoid the when we will get a null pointer exceptions. Hello. Any idea when we will get null pointer exceptions? So it will check the value is present or absent. And if it is absent, it will return empty. Optional.empty, it will return. It will check the value is. So when we will get, for example, we have yesterday we created one order entity. So I am placing order and by I am retrieving the data by using order ID. For example, order ID 1. Order ID 1 directly you are giving the value, fetch the data by using order ID. So for example, in DB you have 1, order ID 1. Then you are retrieving by using 1, then data you will get. If data was not there for order ID 1, so order ID 1 is not in your database, then what it will throw? So if it is object means not found or something. Particularly some value you are calling order by name. Order ID 1 you have. So based on the order ID, you are fetching that record, then it is showing. But order by name was null. So it is not a mandatory field, for example. Then particularly you are calling order, you are creating object order equal to new order by using that reference name order dot get by order by. Get method you are calling, for example. So object where we created, oh, here not created. So consumer example. For example, here I am setting null. So you are directly calling this order by directly you are invoking order in sysout means so run as a so this one. So this is the null you are getting. Your reference, I will provide custom message here. Then you will understand which one it is invoking. So order for dr run as a Java application. So this one, order. Now what I am going to do, here I need a order by. Order data by using this reference, order dot get order by. We can see. So here order by null, correct? But sometimes what happen if we are consuming from the database, if it is a not a if it is a mandatory field means, then it will throw null pointer for exception for us. To avoid this null pointer exception, here it is not throwing, because here we not mention any mandatory or something. So null value it is returning. So it is not throwing null pointer exception. So if it is a mandatory field means, it will throw null pointer exception. So first we will focus on this, then we will check that null pointer exception, how we will get. So now why we are using to avoid the null pointer exception, and it will check the values are present or absent. Optional have some methods to check this optional methods. So first method is a off method. So when we are going to use this method means optional method, off method here, the value should not be null. So for non null field you have to use, for mandatory field you have to use this off method. So for mandatory field the value is not null. That time you need to use this off method, non null. So next method is we'll see the demo, then we can go for next method. Here I am creating one new class. So here I am giving very basic examples only. With the objects, we'll check next. While working in Steams, then we will check with objects. Here basic examples I will provide. Optional examples. So here I will create a first method. For example, I am taking string name. Now what I will do, just I will print this one. If I print means it will print that name. Correct?
Yes.
So this is the normal way. Here I will use optional. Optional Java util. Java util is the import. Here I will pass the string. You can see this class optional it is introduced in 1.8. So optional contains a empty method. This is the constructor of method given the not null values, given non-null non-value code. It should not be null value of nullable. Get method is present for conditional check. Is empty condition check. If present, these methods we are going to check now programmatically. If present or else filter map flat map var
methods.
method. So a lot of methods are there. First we will see the off method. Purpose of the optional is to avoid the null pointer exceptions, and also it will check the values present or absent. If absent means it will return empty. Optional string name already given there. Then how I will use optional dot off. I can call dot off. So for example, here I am giving Java. Now n dot. So get method is there, na? So first I will print as usually this out n. We will execute this one, run as a. For example, here I am passing null. Here also I am passing null. So you can see here output what came. Optional of Java, like one square bracket, then it is. So this get method will give exact that value. Now optional of that value it is given. I will change here. So here n dot get method we can call get method. So whatever the return type here, this generic value it will provide. If it is an object means it will provide the object. For example, here we are passing order. Optional of order it will give, but we should not require like that. Optional of we need exact value. So that time we need to use this get method if you want exact that value means. Now you can see Java. For example, if you are having null here, then it will throw null pointer exception for you. Why? Because this off method, I told when we have to use, if the value is the mandatory, it should not be a null. Value should not be non-null, then we need to use this off method. Now I have here null, then it will throw null pointer exception. So this is the off method. Next, another method, we have off nullable. When we need to use this one, just I will describe here. Value is mandatory. Value should not be null. Hmm. Next, of nullable. So of nullable, you can see here of nullable value may be there, may not be there. For this value must not be null. This one value might be null. It won't throw null pointer exception. So value is available or not available. We don't know that time. Might be null. So you can practice these things, no problem. You will get idea. With the real-time examples, we will check in streams. First practice with the basic things. So same thing here. I will use n1. Now run as a Java application. So here you can see it is not throwing any null pointer exception. This null pointer exception is this one. So we can add here custom messages also. So of method. Here of nullable we need to use. Run as a Java application. So this is giving one time. We will open this method, then we will check. So this is the ternary operator. If value equal to null, it will return empty. Otherwise, value. But no such element exception. No value present. Okay. That one we are getting from the get method. You see here, no such element exception. Now what I will do, just I am printing optional value, then we will check it will throw exception or not. So optional data empty. That no such element here n dot get. If you are using this method, if value equal to null means it will throw no such element exception, no value present. We saw that message previously. Otherwise, if value is there, it will return the value. Remember this. Now for off nullable, it is returning empty, optional of empty. So the understood this method. This method is throwing null pointer exception. This method is returning empty. When to use this method? We don't know. This is not a mandatory field. Then we can use that method. If it is a mandatory field, means we can use off method. So next method. Are you able to follow? Is present. present is present. Hello. No questions, huh? Hello. Am I audible or not?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Then just reply.
No, actually, it is understanding, but no, it little bit confusing. That is very fun.
Now we are checking with the string. String is a non-primitive data type. We are working with real time. You may get a better idea. So here the main purpose of the optional is to avoid the null pointer exceptions. So optional have these many methods: off method, off nullable method, is present method, if present method, is empty method. When to use this method, we need to think and use. So here we are discussing about the optional. Okay. So first time na it will be like that only. You practice, then tomorrow you can tell me. Then you can explain me what is the purpose of the optional, why we are using. Then you may get knowledge once you practice.
Okay, sure, sir.
Just I am explaining that optional providing methods. If we are working with real-time scenarios, then the real purpose of these methods you can understand. So if present, is present. So here already we saw this method is returning a boolean. If value is there means it will return true. If value is not there means it will return false. So it will return true or false. True or false. To check why we are using this method, to check the value is available or not. Here same I am off nullable I am using dot is present. Run as a, so this one. N2 is present. Run as a Java application. So value is not available. Then some value is there. Run as a, so true. Value is available. If it is empty means no, double colon, double quotes means empty. Then we will check what it will give. So true. It's considering value is there. If it is a null means it will show false. So similarly we have if present. If present. If present is present. You see, looks like similar, but what it will give? We'll check what is the difference between these two. N3 here if present. Here you can see this method it is using upon this consumer. Consumer is the functional interface. What consumer definition? What is the consumer definition? Will
Take
return
input, no output, sir. Take input, no output, sir.
no output. So here you can see we'll use lambda also, or we can we can use inside, because here the consumer, this is out we can use here. I will remove this one. No sys out inside the method I am using. Directly I cannot use because we need to use a lambda expression here. Otherwise, a method reference. So in lambda expression means how we can use see the for sys auto. Now I am using method reference. This is the lambda expression. Then input is here n. Already that name is there. No error. So if present having consumer is the parameter. Consumer have this accept method. We will take input no return. Now here sys out that n4. If it is a single line statement means not required curly braces. Run as a Java application. So here empty, it is not printed. I will give some name. Java. Now run as a so final one. This one we can replace with the method reference. So system dot out. System is the class name. Out method out also some there. Print stream. This is for printing. So println is the method name. So same Java. So here what is the difference here? Is present. If present, if value is there means it will print. Otherwise it will not. This is if present. Okay. So another method is or else. Or else method. If the value is there means, for example, we are using of nullable for that particular value. If value is there means it will return that value. Otherwise it will not return. So instead of that, we can return some default values. Instead of nothing it is returning, we can return some default value. We'll see the example, then you will get idea.
Sir, sorry to disturb you. Can you explain the if present?
If
What is the
present,
function? Yeah, if present. What is the functionality of it?
so if present, there is no return type. Correct? Void. Here, what parameter is there? Consumer. What consumer will do? It will take the input, but it won't return. So if you are giving input, that input have the value means it will return that one. Otherwise, empty, nothing it will return. So it won't throw any exception also. If you know the consumer, you can easily analyze this method. So consumer will take input, then it will not return anything. If there is no value, input is a null means it won't throw any null pointer exception also. We'll check, wait, here. Throws if value is present and given action is code null. Wait, we'll check that one. Null pointer exception throwing or not. Run as. So why? Because here we are using off nullable. We are using off means so off nullable is handling that null pointer exception. Off means mandatory value. Now it will throw. So this one will check true or false only. Boolean if is present, it will return true or false. This one will return value. That is the main difference.
Thank you, sir.
So for or else n4 dot or else. So or else method we will open. So it is have return type. This is the generic one. Whatever the return type we are providing, that will consider. So here our return type is a string. String is equal to. So here we can provide our custom value. If value is null means. So default value like that way. I will give default value here. In some scenarios will be there. In real time, some scenarios. If value is there means you can get that value. Otherwise, you can send every time this value only like that. For example, you can take this scenario: student pass or fail. If he have marks above 35, you can send the value like pass or else fail. So here in or else we can provide fail. In above condition, if marks is greater than 35, pass like that. So sys out, yes. So in interviews, they will ask what is the purpose of optional. Then you can explain to handle null pointer exceptions and off method have this many methods. Off method is for mandatory. If value is mandatory, we need to use off method. Off nullable means value will be there or will not be there, present or absent. So get method. These things you can explain. So yes, we can run as a. So we'll give the custom message here. So this is or else method. Run as a Java application. So here value is there, then it is returning Java. For example, here it is have null. Run as a Java application. Now it is giving this default value. Understood? Or else method. Value is there means it will get and it will print that value or default value. Next method. Or else throw one method is there. So here the method name itself you can easily understand. So Java 8, why they are giving this methods name like this means even if the people don't know the coding, by looking the method name they can understand. These are the common words. No? So or else these are this one. Or else means if this one or other one like that. Or else throw. Or else throw. If value is there means it will print. Otherwise it will throw the exception. So they introduced Java 8 methods that common language. So everyone should understand. If the person who don't know the coding also he can able to understand by looking the method name itself what this method is going to do. For example, now I will call that method n5 dot or else throw. Open this method. Here also it will return that value. If value equal to null, it will throw no such element exception. Otherwise it will return the value. Like similarly, how the get method is first only, I think. So get method, if value equal to null, throw no such element, otherwise return null. So the difference between get method and this method have return type. Whatever the generic we are passing, that is our return type. Run as a see no value present because here value is null. Run no value it is printing. Or else throw. Understand this method? Or else and or else throw. What is the difference? Hello.
Or else means it will throw the default value, sir.
Or else throw means it will throw that exception, no such element exception. You can practice. I will provide this code. You can give with value, then null, empty, different scenarios. Now I am explaining with the string. You can do homework with the integers, double. So yesterday you people completed a homework on by function, by consumer. Completed or not? So next method is empty. I told is empty, not. So last method. These methods mostly we will use is present of methods of nullable and is empty. This or else also sometimes we will use. Depends on our requirement. We will use all these methods. But you should aware. If you are aware one time means then you while you are working. Okay, I have this method. I can reuse. That you need to think in which scenario I need to use which method. Is empty. Is empty method we will use mostly. Is present, is empty. So string name 6 something optional dot off. So how we can use means if n6 dot is empty, some custom message sys out optional is empty. If it is empty means else. So you can see here or else value is there means it will print otherwise default value. So here we are manually handling this one. Sys out n6 dot get that value. Get you call means exactly it will print that value. Other if you are not using get means get method, it will execute the give like a optional of square brackets. We saw that one first. So we can use this condition is not empty. So mostly this we will use for the list is empty or not. So in the collection also is empty method is there. List is empty. So for optional also we have this method. If it is recursive, if it is a value is there means now it will print this one. If value is there means and, so we given if this field contains means you print this value only like that. If it is empty means then print that value like that. Similarly. So this is the condition checks. Is empty method will return what? Boolean. True or false. This is introduced when Java 11. So is present. So is present also this one. So they not mentioned. I think it is Java 8 only they introduced. This is after the in Java 11 they introduced after Java 8. So see the difference here. If value is not present, returns true. Otherwise, false. This method, if value is present, return true. Not present, present. That is the difference, both. So you can read this Java doc, then you will get idea. This method, they will return this Java doc. What is this method will do, they will explain here in Java doc. So this is the difference between these two.